Good morning, everybody. It is June the 30th, and we're here for. Let me move this so there's a little more light. We're here for paycheck number 3 in June, um, and I'm doing it in this book now just because it's easier. If you've watched my last video, you will know that I did a debt update where I consolidated my loans, and so because of that, it changes a little bit, but overall is a lot better for me. So this is the uh, the budget, the budgeted amount that I did 2 weeks ago when we did the actuals for paycheck number 2. It was on this sheet. I just transferred it over to this sheet. So we're going to start with payroll. And payroll, I had 831, and the actual is 831. I didn't have anything in reselling, so I had 50. I budgeted 50, but I didn't have anything, and I didn't have anything that Julian was giving me, but he actually gave me 50. So that is still the same amount of 881. So we have rent at 450. That's exactly what it is. My family insurance budgeted 56. The actual is 56. Erie insurance, which is the car insurance, I budgeted 147. If you hear that, that's the cat. Aztec is with Julian. The Aztec is the dog. I budgeted 147, but because I paid that car off in that loan consolidation, it is actually 114 because I got to drop the full coverage on it. We're not paying anything with AT&T, nothing for Spectrum, which is fine because I checked it out and we'll be able to pay it with the next paycheck and it won't be late, which is great. And so this is going to be $620. So there's an extra $33 difference there. So for debt, I had budgeted 131 for Mariner, but that was paid off in the consolidation, and none of these are due or they don't exist anymore. Now, we did get the update on student loans. Those payments will start back. I'm not sure, but my student loan payments are not bad because I'm on a debt, one of the repayments from my paycheck, and so it's like $25 for all 3 of them. So right now, so there's 0 going to debt this time. For expenses, for groceries, I budgeted 147. And I'm actually going to budget 120 because I don't have any of these minimums due that I have to pay, which gives me extra. I budgeted 30 for gas. That's actually going to be 40. Nothing for pets, but they're going to get 20. Nothing for household, but they're going to get 10. Netflix will not be due with this paycheck. Cricket will not be due with this paycheck. And laundry will still get 20. And that will be $210. So what I've decided to do is I have decided to split whatever I have in my debt envelope because Julian has a doctor's appointment coming up and we have to pay cash for that. So I'll split that up separately, but I do actually want to hurry up and get this emergency fund funded if I can, because that will help this. If I have this, then I won't have the need to use the credit cards, hopefully. I mean, I'll have to if it's something like absolutely major, but I'm hoping that that is not going to be the case. So, nothing for medical, nothing for car. I'm going to put nothing for Isaac, nothing for vacation, nothing for debt, nothing for Mexico, but I'm going to put $51 into the emergency fund. Nothing for gifts, nothing for Christmas, so 51. So total income was 881. Total bills was 620. Total expenses is 210. Nothing for debt, and 51 for sinking funds, which should be correct. Which is all this equals 881, so that leaves me at a $0 budget. So that's what we're going to do this paycheck. So let's first start off with these. We're going to start back here in debt. And so I did make these little things to go in here to kind of just help me keep up with whatever I put in here. Like I said, there won't be a lot, but there'll be some. So we're going to put some in medical for sure. So we're going to go ahead and pull that out. And so in debt, I had 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 2, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 90, 92, 93, 94. So 294. So we're going to put 200. We're going to put 200 in medical, because I know for a fact the deposit for his orthopedist is 150, and I'll just have the other 150 in there as a budget, a buffer. 1, 20, 40, 60, 82. So in here we're going to put 630. We're doing a deposit of 200. So right now the balance is 200. And so I'm going to get back to medical. I'm going to put this in backwards this time. Hopefully y'all can see this. I have to get an extension cord today so that this tripod will reach this desk. I had to turn it around, so hopefully I won't have to do that next time. And so that should leave us $94. 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94. So this 94 I'm going to put in emergencies, just because we're trying to hurry up and fund that. Now, I did not make a tracker for this because I'm not concerned necessarily about it. I plan on stopping once I get to $1,000 and then take care of some other business and then start bulking that up some more. So that takes care of the money that we already had. And I'll actually get to use these 2 envelopes today, which is nice. So we're going to pull everything out of here that I had. This goes with this. And then all the extra money I had is right there. That's a Chase receipt. So we're going to slide this off to the side. And I do have some change, so we're going to put the change in here. Let's go ahead and get that out of there. So we'll go ahead and start putting change in this. Alright, so we're done with her for now, and we're ready to get back over here. Now, I did make this. It's not the best thing in the world, but it is a little bit better. I didn't see the point in spending money on that. So, what we're going to do is I have $4 left over. And so we're going to put that... Oh, we have more than that. I forgot to pull the rest of this out there. So there's some out of gas. We had a little bit left in groceries. So I'm going to pull all that out of there. There's the receipts. We'll set them off to the side. And so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to go in the little envelope challenge here for Azteca surgery. And I'm not going to worry about counting that so much. So, I lost the other one. I'm not sure if my nephew got a hold of this envelopes tracker when he was here. He has a tendency to find things that I can't find. So, each one of these, so I made this, and you can't see it very well, but it'll work for my purposes. So each one of these little dogs is worth $3. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill in 2 of them the best I can. Because we're trying to save $300 for Aztecas to get neutered. Which it shouldn't become an emergency, but if it does, I'll have to use a credit card or use an emergency fund if I have it in there. But I'm hoping that we can make it without there. He has one of his little testicles is still inside of him, and so unless he starts getting sick, we should be able to make this happen. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm right above this, since this is only for my own, I'm going to put +1. So I'll remember that I need, actually +2, because there was 8. So I had a $2 surplus. So next time I'll have to add this 2 so I can fill that in. It probably doesn't make sense to anybody else, but it will to me. And we're not going to be doing Detris today because we don't have that payment. And even then, it'll probably happen in the monthly video. So, I'll put those back there. And I believe this should be 661. The humidity here has just caused everything to glue itself together. So, let's get this straightened out real quick. I don't understand why the bank doesn't have their money in order. They always fix it like if you hand it to them, but then like it's never in order for anybody else. Okay. So, it should be 661. So, and this is because of I pay rent in cash and then like all these little envelopes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 55, 56, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 55, 56, 20, 40, 60, 87. What? One, 2, 3, 4, 55, 20, 40, 60, 86. Okay, I know what I did. I remember. Okay. It should be, is it 731? Was that what it was? I think it's supposed to be 711 maybe. Because whenever I did this, I didn't take into account that I had 50 of it in cash already, so I had to redo it. So 1, 2, 3, 4 in hundreds. 4 in hundreds. 50, 51, 52. So that's 600. 20, 40, 60, 80, 7. And then I'm just going to put the 10 and the 1 up here because I don't really have that much cash to be stuffing. So we're just going to leave it right there. So let's start with Azteca and Patas. One day I'll buy some more stickers to put their names on here. So they're going to get 20. And then grocery is going to get $120. So we're going to do 50s for that. So $51.20 for grocery. Gas is going to get 40, so 40. Apparently I closed this back up and didn't notice it. Probably just did it automatically. It's a lot like locking the door to my house. I just do it automatically, and I've locked myself outside the house several times doing that. So there's gas, and then household is going to get the one lonely 10 that we have. Alright, and so these are going to go back in my wallet. That's just kind of where they live because they're the ones I carry with me all the time. Okay. And then we're going to go to these, and rent is going to get $4.50. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and $4.50. And I keep the rent in here because we pay it in cash, and this way, if most of the time I'm not here when they come by to get this, so I leave it in here so Julian, or if my stepson, he lives upstairs, if he's coming, he knows where to get this from, or I can pull it out that morning and set it on the table. So laundry's going to get 20, and I have plenty of quarters, so I'm going to leave this in here until I need to pull it out because I have plenty of quarters with me. Medical, car maintenance, these are not getting anything right now. So emergencies is going to get the last $51 that I have. So if I don't have to use any of this for his medical bills, which is why I took out the extras so that that wouldn't happen, we will have, I'm going to set it off to the side because I can count it, but it's going to get weird. 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 145 with the 50. So we're going to put that back in there. And that will do it for now. That takes care of all that. So yeah, if you haven't seen my debt update video, like I said, it's probably not recommended for everybody, but the consolidation really helped because I went over what this paycheck would have looked like. Because this is the paycheck that I pay my rent out of. If I hadn't consolidated my loans, and I lived like this for a year, my rent would have been $450. My insurance would have been $56. I still would have had to pay $147 for the car, and I would have still had a Mariner payment that had to come out of this, and that would have left me $784. So without the extra income from Julian or from reselling, I would have had $47. That's it. I would have had $47 for 2 weeks, which is why I kept having to still put stuff on credit cards. This right here is the exact reason that I got the Sam's Club credit card, so that I could keep it revolving, because I knew that I would be limited to that one store. So, but as you can see, because of that, I don't have this debt payment. Yes, it's a trade-off, but it's still less than all my monthly minimums. So, I still want to pay it off before the 5 years, but for now, it gives me some breathing room to be able to do this and to be able to save some, because this emergency fund is important. Having an emergency fund is what keeps you from having to put stuff on credit cards. So that's going to do it for paycheck number 3. I will see you back here. I think I'm going to do a monthly update to see, to like compare totals. I think I'm going to do that next week, and so I'll see y'all next week in the next video. Bye.